Yup.
Yup.
Okay.
Yeah. Relevant Derek, you know what time it is.
Yup.
Chill Time Podcast, hope you tuning in. Aw shit, here we go again, just like GTA. If you know we coming with it, and you know we coming so correct. And no need to pick up the phone and call collect, cause it's free, all you gotta do is listen in. And I hope you telling all of your friends, because you know we ain't stopping until this shit poppin'. Yeah, we going up to the top, can't nobody tell us nothing. Nada, no, we ain't got the money, right, like Kanye, but you know we on the way. So either way it goes, you know we finna be doing this, and it's coming right on top of the dome. You know these freestyle raps right on the intro. Yeah, that's just how I do it. And I got Derek on the boards with me, holla what up. I got Derek on the boards with me, holla what up. I got Derek on the boards with me, holla what up. So let's get started, let's get going, you know it.
And when it comes to some shit like that, all you can do is lay it down.
All you can do is lay it down, you know?
You know what I'm saying?
You know? Like I said, some days are better than others, because it's off the top, every episode.
When it's off the top, all you can do is wait for it to drop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The beat, the lyrics, you know? You just got to be feeling it all.
And that's all that is to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then it is what it is.
Yeah.
Right?
It is what it is, and everybody just knows that's what it is.
And that's
Like,
just how it goes.
Nobody has to explain to anybody anymore what it is. Everybody is just like, how do you not know?
It's like, really, bro?
It's like, how are you so far behind?
For real, though, man?
How did you just get lost?
Yeah.
How did you not keep up?
You know what I'm saying? All you had to do was that. But
Yeah.
you didn't, though.
But you didn't.
It's all good.
It's like, I tried to put you on game forever ago, but you know, you ain't want to listen to me.
You know.
But you know what? You know what? It's cool. Here we are. You finally recognize what I was trying to tell you. So you know what? We can have a conversation about
all
it.
good. Let's catch up on the things that, you know, you were behind on a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You know, start from episode 1, go to episode 2, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See what's going on with it.
That's all it is. That's
It's
all you
episode
got.
10 at this point, right?
Episode 10, if you speak French.
DS.
DS, if you speak La Espanol.
C.
Mm-hmm.
C.
Yeah. I don't know German for 10, so you want to take that one?
I feel like I used to know, but I lost it.
Damn. I feel it.
Somebody out there knows what's going on, though.
If you don't use it, you lose it. Ain't that the saying? Ain't that how it goes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not all things are as hard as each other to get back if you lose it, though, right?
True.
Kind of like that riding the bike shit.
I was about to say, you never forget how to ride a bike.
Yeah. You sit on, you fucking, you know what I'm saying? You get on the seat, you just pedal it up.
And pedal.
You know what I mean?
Yep. The crazy thing about biking is, like, turning wise, it's a lot more leaning than it is actually like turning the handlebars.
Depends on how fast you go, but yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Just don't confuse your back brake and your front brake.
Please.
Because that's how you go flying over the handlebars.
Yeah, we don't want anybody doing some fucking major stoppies. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, that actually happened to me as a
Face
kid. I got the brakes confused and hit the front brake, just launched off the bike.
Yep.
Like, it was in front of the family and the neighborhood kids. They all laughed at me. I laughed at myself. I was like, it's like, I've had this bike for like a whole day. I know what brake is what, but
You know what? Whoops.
Shit happens.
Now, don't do that shit going 40 miles an hour.
Nah, 40 miles an hour down a hill? Nah.
No.
Dead.
No. Nope.
Maybe not dead. If you got your
In
helmet
pain.
on. Yeah.
Nonetheless.
Better know how to tuck and roll.
Yeah, you better be fucking rolling that shit off.
That parkour comes in real handy.
Yeah. You're hitting that fucking gap whenever you hit your feet. You know what I'm saying? You get the next jump and the next roll.
Yeah. It's like, all right, so I'm a Kong vault here, and then,
And then straight into a fucking back handspring. Fucking quadruple backflip.
That's all it is.
Real quick.
Man. So, what's like the worst trouble you've ever gotten into as a kid?
Okay. Like, in general or like legally?
You know what? We'll go both.
In general, I can't even really say, because every so often you just get grounded, off some dumb shit or whatever. I remember one time, like, the worst trouble I got in as a kid, it depends on, like, what the scale is, but I was, like, I think I was 15, 16.
Mm-hmm.
And me and my friend, we used to like to climb up shit that we could.
Yeah,
right.
That's just a kid thing.
Yeah, we just climb up and we would jump off.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just to
as
do
you
it.
do.
Yeah. I mean, what comes after climbing? Jumping. Right? So one day, I think it was Thanksgiving, we had nothing to fucking do. We were chilling. We went over to Bruner.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, oh yeah, I remember fucking back in the day waiting for the bus. These kids would fucking do this to get on top of the, like, what is it? Like the main, like, cover. You know, if the, like, the sidewalk has, like, a cover or whatever.
Like an awning, or?
I guess it kind of be like an awning. Yeah.
Huh.
So, like, you know how they have the metal poles, obviously, that stand them up, and then you have, like, the shit. Mm-hmm. So, the wall, like, the brick wall of the building was close enough to the column to kind of, like, sandwich yourself, like one leg and one leg, and then climb up. So, we got up on that bitch. And then from there, we were able to make it to the roof.
Ooh.
So we were just walking around, chilling on top of Bruner. You know what I'm saying? Holding it down.
As you do.
Just a little bit of exploring. Like, oh, hey, there's the commons. Oh, hey, there's the fucking band room. Oh, hey, you know. There's the cafeteria. We were walking. There's, like, different little stair sets and shit you go over. And then we got to the gym because where the gym was like another, like a ladder. And then once you went up that ladder, you were on top.
Ooh, okay.
You know, so we were up there chilling. And then I remember we were just up there. I remember creeping to the edge real quick, and I looked down, cop.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, shit. So, I remember I tugged back real quick.
It's like, and,
whoa, hey.
Not today, Mr. Officer.
And then I just remember seeing that. I was like, oh, shit, hey, what the fuck, bro? Oh, there's a fucking cop over there. And then he was like, yep. Hey, yo. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Ended up having to climb down. Got fucking arrested for trespassing, all that bullshit. Had to go to fucking teen court, all that shit. Damn. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know?
I feels.
What about you?
I think it's a tie between, like, two different things. Like, I got in a lot of trouble as a kid because it was always like I would always alternate years where I was like the quote unquote bad kid. And it was always the odd number years. Like 3rd grade year, I got in some really bad trouble. 5th grade year, I got some really bad trouble. 7th grade year, I got some really bad trouble. But then high school came along and I was like, let me fucking straighten out. Let me not be a menace to society out here. Yeah. Like, I didn't get in any trouble in high school. But I think, like, the worst trouble I got in is the tie between, like, two things. It's the time my mom had to leave work to come deal with the situation that I got in, or the time I got grounded for the whole school year. You know what?
Damn.
Why not share both of them?
The whole school year.
The whole school year. It was 5th grade.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, 5th grade year, for whatever reason, I got really good at forging my mom's signature because I was getting a lot of demerits in school. Granted, I don't know how, like, my demerits didn't add up to, like, a Saturday detention or, like, some extra shit that I had to end up doing, like, at school. But, like, I never really hit that total. So, like I said, I got really good at forging demerits. My mom's signature on the demerits. So, like, I would get in trouble at school, go home, sign the demerit, bring it back to school the next day, like nothing happened. Well, this one particular time, I did the routine. I got in trouble for fighting. Not even really fighting, because, like, I asked for my sweater, some kid to hand me my sweater because we wore uniforms. And, like, he just chucked it on the ground. He, like, looked at me and just threw it to his right. And I was like, you son of a bitch. So I picked it up and I, like, whipped it at him and I, like, hit him in his stomach. And the teacher saw that and she was like, hey, none of that. And I was like,
what about the other shit that just fucking happened, though?
She didn't see that. So, you know, all she saw was me fucking Catwoman whip my sweater around, hit this kid in the stomach. So I ended up getting 10 demerits. So I'm like, man, all right, I know the protocol. Just forge the signature, turn it in. We all good. So I take the demerits home, forge the signature. I'm walking into the classroom and the teacher of the class is on the phone with my mom. And I'm like, oh, this wasn't part of the plan. So it was literally as I'm walking in the class, the teacher's like, oh, hey, Terrell, I'm on the phone with your mom. You want to speak to her?
By the way.
I was like, what the fuck do you mean you're on the phone with my mom? First of all, I ride the bus to school. It's like a 45-minute bus ride. You just happen to be on the phone with my mom at this particular time. Second of all, you want me to talk to her about what the fuck happened yesterday? Knowing damn well I was finna hand in these demerits like didn't shit happen yesterday. So anyway, teacher hands me the phone. My mom is like, so you got some demerits for fighting yesterday and you didn't bring them home. What's that about? And I was like, I left them in my desk. I'll bring them home today.
Forgot about it. Whoops.
Yep. And so bear in mind, the damage was already done. I had already forged the signature on them. So I'm scrambling like, what the fuck am I going to do? So like I did like, I tried to like scratch it out in pen. And I was like, it's not going to work.
That was your first
I
mistake.
know it's not. Like as soon as I got the call, I knew the ruse was done. I was like, well, you had a good run. You know what? I'm like Al Capone,
Mm-hmm.
The tax man ended up getting me in the end. So like, all throughout the day, I'm stressing out. I'm like, how can I possibly explain to my mom that I forged her signature on these demerits to not get in trouble? And I was going to turn it in school. And that I've been doing this for the longest time.
Fucking ever, yeah.
Because like by the time I got these demerits, I was so good at forging her signature, I didn't have to look at it to forge it.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh yeah, we out here, bro. Like we really out here. And before this point, I almost got caught one time because like I forged it like really shitty, and the teacher was like, "Did your mom sign these?" And I was like, "Of course she signed them.
Of course
yeah."
she did, bitch. What the
and
fuck?
she was like, "I know what her signature looks like.
No, you
Did
don't.
your mom sign these demerits?" And I was like, "Yeah, she signed the demerits." And she was like,
bitch.
"Okay, I'm gonna ask you one more time before I call her, because I really like you. You're not a bad kid. You don't really get in that much trouble. You just have your moments." And she was like, "Did you sign these demerits?" And I was like, I did. My mom didn't sign these demerits. And she was like, "Okay, since I love you, I'm not going to give you no more demerits, but take them home, have your mom sign them." My mom didn't sign those demerits. I forged the signature properly that time and brought it back in the next
a little
day.
comparison going.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't know how the fuck I let that slip. But anyway, so I'm freaking out at school all day. I'm like, how can I possibly explain to her what I did, how I did it, why I did it? There was nothing I could have done. And so like, teacher hands me the phone. We do the whole spiel. My mom was like, well, just bring them home when you get home. And I'm like, all right.
I already got you, yeah.
You don't know what's on these demerits, but I do. Little dramatic irony going on right here. So I get home. And like, my mom usually got home a couple hours after the fact because, work and all that shit.
Yeah.
And so like, I'm just at home just shaking in my fucking shoes. Like, what the actual fuck can I say to her right now?
Fucking formulating.
Yeah.
Like some shit, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so I couldn't think of anything to say. So she gets home. I hand her the demerits, and I'm like, this is I'm going to die today. I'm literally going to fucking die today.
You say your fucking Hail Marys.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so, like, she got the demerits. She looked at them. She saw her signature, and, like, the X-out attempt, I tried to do it. And, like, bear in mind, I went ham with this pen. Like, it was...
You got fucking hella practice
10
already.
minutes, I was just swirling, just small circles, trying to make it look like nothing had happened. But I was like, on the signature line, there's clearly some shit blacked out. Like, I couldn't even fucking, like, white it out because that would have came through.
You would have seen that easy, yeah.
And so, like, she looked at the demerits. She looked at me, and she was like, did you force my signature on these demerits? And, like...
No.
Like, I didn't even say anything, but I'm pretty sure the look on my face just said it all. Like, I was looking at her. I had, like, some papers, like, up to my face, and I'm holding them so close to my face that every time I blink, my eyelashes are hitting, like, the top of the paper. And it's like... And, like, she didn't say nothing, and she was like, go to your room. And I was like, I already know what's going to happen. I knew this ass was coming.
Done.
I bought this on myself. Blah, 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 blah. And she was like,
done.
if you'd have just talked to me, I'd have been cool with you hitting this kid. Because honestly, I'd have been pissed if somebody would have thrown my clothes on the ground. And I was like, damn, Ma, you're right. Sometimes people just need an ass whooping.
Straight up.
But it was at that point I got grounded for the whole school year. And we were like still in like first quarter.
Fucking.
I got in a lot of fucking trouble like 5th grade year. Like low key. Like I almost didn't get to go to field day that year because that was like part of the stipulation. But field day was towards the end of the year. So I guess like I showed enough improvement that she let me go to field day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still got to have fun with that. And then the time my mom had to leave work was we lived in Oklahoma at this point. I was like 12. And me, the boy who lived across the street from me, and the kid who lived a couple like streets over. I had just met this kid today, so you know, I thought it was pretty cool. But there was this old abandoned house we used to hang out at. It was on the same street me and kid across the street from me lived on, like literally 2 houses up. Mm-hmm. And we had like a little hammock on the porch with like a garden hose. We like spider webbed it. And we would just kind of chill, lay in the hammock, just kind of shoot the shit and all that.
Yeah.
And so we were throwing around like, I don't know if they were like crab apples, but like there was an apple tree in this particular, the abandoned house driveway. So we were throwing around like a small apple that was like the size of like a bouncy ball. And so the kid who lived a couple streets over got it, threw it, and it busted a window. And us being boys were like, yo, that shit was cool.
Hey, hell yeah.
Can we bust out some more windows?
Keep that going.
And that's exactly what we started to do. Like, because it busted out a garage window because it had like the little square little window sills, like the 4x4 or 5x5 going across the top of that. We were like, oh! So we started taking breaks just busting out the actual windows around the house. And then the dude who threw the apple put on some gloves and was like, I'm gonna punch through a window. So we started punching on one of the garage windows, and like one of the people in the neighborhood came outside and was like, hey, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, hey,
and we were like,
bro. Chilling.
Like none of us could come up with any explanation as to what we were actually doing. And so I don't know if the person who caught us called the cops, but the cops showed up like literally 5-10 minutes later. And that's when I knew shit was really going down. I was like, I've never actually had to deal with the police before.
Hold up.
For some shenanigans I was getting into. I hope this can all just kind of blow over, you know? And we can just go on about the day.
Can we just move on?
It didn't blow over. And the cops had to call my mom, and she had to leave work to come deal with this situation. And anytime your parent has to leave work is when you really know you fucked up. It's like, oh, damn.
It's a whole new level.
Yep.
You already know what's coming.
Yep. So, like I said, I was like 12, 13 at this point. And so the cops were like, well, he's old enough that we can either A, send him to juvie for however long they were going to do that for, or B, you being the legal parent or guardian, you can deal with this situation. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, bro, take me to jail. Take me to jail, bro.
Actually, though,
I'm not trying to deal with the wrath that my mom is about to inflict on me right now.
Yeah.
For me knowing better.
It's about to be heavy.
And doing some shit that I shouldn't have been doing. And so I was like, this ass whooping is just, it's just gonna come, and I know I fully deserve it. Shouldn't have fucking been doing this shit anyway.
Straight up.
And so when she was like, leave him with me, I was like, I think I started crying like on the spot. I was like,
it's like it's like the trying to get out of it cry. Like,
yep.
Like I'm so.
It was like the trying to get out of it with the like. There's nothing I can actually say to get out of this right now. So these are actual genuine tears.
Yeah, you know you're fucking fucked.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like I am absolutely, just utterly fucked right now. There's nothing I could say that could convince you otherwise.
Is about.
There's nothing I could do that could probably like lessen the sentence of the punishment you're about to dole on me right now. But man, that shit was fucking wild.
That's heavy.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about forging signatures. I remember, like, I think it was 2nd or 3rd grade, dude. It was so fucking long ago.
Mm-hmm.
We used to have like a book, and we had to read a certain amount of it. And every like day when we come in the morning, it would have to have a signature that we did. And I mean, I never fucking did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I did the same thing. I fucking like Fucking
Yeah.
like, I read that shit. Hell yeah, I used to fucking forge that shit all the time. I don't think I ever got caught.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm out here or whatever.
you know, it is what it is.
But yeah, on some mischievous shit.
Damn. Man.
I did get in trouble one time because I was I think it was elementary school, and whenever we would all like the whole class would walk to lunch or whatever, to go to the cafeteria, I had the money bag.
Oh, okay.
You know, like the lunch money bag.
Hell yeah.
And I was like walking in front. I remember one day I was on my way, and I zipped that bitch open. I was like, hell yeah. Let me fucking go see what's going on in this bitch.
Yeah.
I remember I grabbed a fucking 10 out of that bitch, and I stuffed it in my pocket. And I was like, hell yeah. And like I said before, I was like going to TLC and shit, and they had the arcade. And with the arcade, you know what I'm saying, you cash that bitch out in the quarters. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm about to be flexing all fucking day on Mortal Kombat. I'm about to be doing fucking fatalities on everybody that's trying me today.
Hell yeah.
And then my fucking, I think they found out, the school eventually found out that I did that shit, obviously. Because a motherfucker wasn't getting their lunch, they didn't have the fucking money and all that other shit.
Yep. It's like, yo, how are we $10 short?
Wait, hold up.
Like, real quick.
Hold up right quick. There's 1,000 pennies missing here. What the fuck's going on? And they found out it was me. Eventually, fucking, I just had to, like, as far as my mom was telling me back in the day, I was giving those motherfuckers like hell after a while. So I just like, you know what? Let me take you out of this bitch and move you into this other fucking school. Like, fucking getting transferred and shit.
Okay. Man, I never had to move schools for being a bad kid.
Yeah, dude.
No, it was never that extreme.
It's funny because like I went from like the regular schools into like a private school or whatever, and then like if you got in some trouble, dude, the paddle was on your fucking ass, dude. And dude, the biggest motherfucker in that school was fucking whooping your ass with that bitch.
Of course,
dude.
Did the paddles have the holes in it to like stop?
Oh yeah, you better fucking believe it. You better fucking believe it, dude. You better fucking believe it.
Man, getting popped with paddles, getting popped with rulers.
3 fucking just wrecking you, bro.
That was the shit. It wasn't the shit, but like, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Bro, I remember one time, like, this one girl in class, like, she wasn't really like a troublemaker, but I guess she like annoyed the teacher to the point where he was like, you know what? I'm not fucking dealing with this no more. So we were taking like our standardized like end of year tests, and like she just kept getting distracted with shit in her desk. So the teacher came, took the desk from her, flipped it up, let everything fall out of her desk that was in her desk, and handed it back to her. I was like, yo, that's some G shit, low key.
Straight up.
Like,
yeah. That reminds me of this one time we had, it was 10th grade, we had chemistry class, and me and my friend, Sean, there was this one bitch that was just like, I don't know if ditzy is the right word, you know what I'm saying, but she was just like a little bit extra all the time. And it was funny because what he would do is before class started, he would flip her desk over.
Wow.
Like literally physically upside down, and she would walk in. That was her fucking desk. She'd be like, "Hey, what the fuck?"
Damn.
Every fucking day, dude. We just fuck with that bitch for some reason. I don't know why.
Damn.
Wonder what she's up to now. You know.
She probably doing all right.
Probably doing all right.
Probably.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, you hope so.
Yeah. Now, yeah. And then it was like, "Hey, bitch. You know, fuck you." You know what I'm saying?
Man, speaking of desk flipping, I remember one time, it was back in 7th grade. This kid came into class and he had PE first period. And so he would kind of come in the second period a little kind of sweaty, like slightly musty. Shit. And so...
Didn't spray enough Axe on.
Yeah. And like, I didn't have a problem with it because I didn't sit like right next to him. But like, he came into class one day and like people had like fucked with his desk. Like, I think he couldn't, like, get in it to sit down. And he was like, yo, man, what the fuck, man? Just, like, flipped the desk over, like, walked out of class. Like, all the girls that were around the desk were like, oh, my God.
Oh, shit.
Yo, this man's strong. And, like, everybody in class was like, yo, is this nigga popping off right now? Do we need to fight this man right now? And so, like, he, like, flipped the desk, stormed out of class. And the teacher was like, yo! And, like, followed him out of the class. And, like, everybody in the class was looking around like, did that shit just happen? Like, this nigga did not just flip a desk out of rage.
Hold up.
Hold the motherfucker. Yo. But you know, it was warranted because like the same group of kids had kind of been messing with his desk for like a solid, I want to say, couple weeks or some shit like that, and he just had enough of it.
Yeah, that reminds me of one time. I was in 9th grade, and it was my English class, I think it was. And you're already kind of like weirded out because it's fucking freshman year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're trying to learn the ropes and shit. And I don't know why. I just know that my fucking binder disappeared.
Damn.
All of my shit was gone, dude. Like, because there was like a place where you could leave it, and just like I didn't have to worry about it till the next day and shit. It's like you could put your book in the little shelf, you could put your binder in the fucking shelf, all that shit. And it was gone for like 2 weeks.
Yo.
And I knew who it was.
Oh,
and I fucking called their ass out, and they're like, "Oh hell no, hell no, what the fuck?" And then a week later, showed back up.
Damn. Just out the blue, huh?
Yeah, just out the blue. I was
Just
like, "Oh, hey, there it is."
Fucking blue.
There it is, by the way.
So how were you keeping up with your assignments? What were you doing? Were you did you just have like a backup folder?
Yeah, I probably had like just another fucking like pack of paper or something. You know, it wasn't like a terribly difficult class, thankfully. But I was just like, yo, I was like, the fuck, man?
It's like, yo,
all my shit's gone.
Where my shit at? Because I know you know where it's at.
I know it's you, man.
And man, shit, that reminds me of a time back in 5th grade. We didn't like have like multiple classes, but like we would switch teachers because like one teacher was in charge of like math, science, blah 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 blah, and the other teacher would do like English literature and all that. And so whenever we would switch classes, every time I would get back to the class, like the sweet snack from my lunchbox would be missing because when I was a kid, my mom would pack like a sandwich, a bag of chips, something sweet, and a juice.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who the fuck is taking my motherfucking like
Who's some of my fucking fudge rounds, bro?
Yeah, I had like fudge rounds, ding dongs, fucking Swiss rolls.
All that shit.
Like all that shit.
The good shit.
Who the fuck
I need my motherfucking
is taking my shit?
Swiss cake rolls, please.
I never found out who it was, but I'd have beat somebody's ass. It's like, yo, I'm getting fucking tired of you, bro. Run my shit.
You ain't lying.
Run my motherfucking shit right now.
You ain't fucking lying, dude.
And then I eventually started getting Lunchables, so that became a thing of the past.
Are good, man. Especially like the ham and cheese.
Oh, the Cracker Stackers, bro.
Hell yeah.
It was Cracker Stackers or pizza. Those were like the two best Lunchables.
Yeah, dude. Every single day in high school, I have the same lunch every day. I had like a lunchbox, I had the sandwich. You know what I'm saying? I had the little Pringles thing with like the lid on it. You know what I'm saying? The little cup.
Yeah.
I had that. I had the sandwich. I had the Pringles. I had the Propel. A little water. And I had like a dessert little thing, like a fudge round or something like that.
Yeah.
And I remember me and my friend Mike, we used to always fucking like, what I would do, because we always wrapped my Propel in like tinfoil so it would stay cold, because there was no fridge and shit to put it in. And then I remember I would always take all my trash, I would shove my sandwich bag in the fucking Pringles shit, lid it up, wrap that bitch in fucking in the tinfoil from the water, and then we would fucking alley-oop that bitch on the roof.
Hey. Just a straight menace you were.
Just straight menace in that shit. And I remember one time I missed, and it landed on this fucking one chick's it like practically hit her like in the fucking head. Because it just bounced off the fucking corner of the roof and just fucking landed on that shit. She's like, yo, what the fuck? I was like, oh man, I mean to do that shit. Like,
nah, that's when you turn around and that's when you turn around and look confused, like, yo, what just?
Wait, what are you talking about?
What happened?
Dude, that reminds me of motherfuckers that used to like. Were you ever like sitting somewhere and then somebody would be like reflecting the sun into your fucking eyes for no reason?
Yeah, with like, cause they had like a watch or like a phone or some shit like that.
Yeah, some shit.
Yeah.
And you just be sitting there like trying to ignore it. Like, I know what.
It's like, bitch, I can fucking see you doing it.
I'm about to lay you out.
It's like, yo, son, run my hands.
Yeah. Let me see what you got.
It's like, are you about it for real, for real?
Put the gloves on right now. Lace them up. Because we're about to fucking find out what's going on, man.
Hell yeah. No headgear, just gloves.
Nope. Straight gloves. No mouthpiece. None of that shit. No mouth guard. None of that.
Meet me outside the cafeteria.
Right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Straight up.
Man. Did you ever witness a food fight in school?
A food fight?
Yeah.
No, thankfully not.
Damn.
I'd be fucking smacked with spaghetti and shit. You know
See, that was one of those things I'd always want to be a part of.
Yeah.
Not now. Like, I feel like it has to strictly be an at school thing.
Yeah.
Just imagine a bunch
fucking
of adults
food
on
fight.
break.
bunch of 30-year-old motherfuckers like throwing fucking bologna sandwiches at each other and shit.
Bye. Bitch, you better calm the fuck down. We at work. All right?
Like, yo, what the fuck? Who's gonna sweep this shit up?
I'm not trying to go home and watch this.
Yeah. Y'all gotta do laundry tomorrow already. I'm not trying to add this shit to it. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna wear this in the morning, you know what I'm saying? Throw it in the laundry basket after all the laundry was done, blah, blah, blah. But now I got fucking mayo on my shit. What the fuck, man?
What you tripping for?
What's going on, man? What's really going on? Do I need to fucking, you know what I'm saying? Do I need to put in like a write-up request? You know what I'm saying? Do I need to fucking take this shit to the next level?
Because I do it. Don't fucking play with me.
I'm ready.
I will fucking do it.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah, no, I never had a food fight either. But like I said, I feel like it would be one of those things that like it would happen, and then like your parents would get so pissed off because you ruined a good outfit. Because let's be honest, it would happen on the day that like you're best dressed.
Yep. Like, straight ketchup, fucking.
Right? It would happen on picture day of all days.
Yeah, picture day. You have like a fucking fat glob of honey mustard on your fucking
collar,
right?
And shit. And that was the day you decided to wear white.
All white. Yeah. You just got the new Air Force Ones and shit. Like you're ready to go.
Nah, son, that would be a fade, low key.
Yeah.
It's like, who the fuck put chocolate? Why you chucking that shit, bruh? Catch me outside. How about that?
Drink that fucking milk, bro. Don't fucking get that shit on my cakes.
But I hope you like the taste of pudding. Cause I'm gonna fucking kick you in the mouth with it.
Dude, that reminds me of this one dude when I was in middle school. And he swore he was a bully. Right? Because he would sit, like, I don't know what he was thinking, but he had like this feel like he was just ready to kick my ass and my fucking friend Mike's ass, just no matter what.
Damn.
And it was just like, he was a little bit bigger, you know what I'm saying? 7th fucking grade. We'd be sitting there just fucking eating our lunch at the table we always sitting there eating our lunch at. And he would come over, he was like, hey, yeah, I'm gonna bring a fucking pudding sandwich to school tomorrow. I'm gonna fucking do some shit with it or whatever. I'm like, what? Why? We're sitting here like, just fucking chilling.
It's like, bro,
what's going on?
Even...
Like, go ahead and do it.
Who are you, bro?
Go ahead.
Who Please the fuck are you, for real, for real? We don't know you. What's your name?
Please fucking go ahead right now. That reminds me of this other fucking time. I always had a fruit cup on deck, and I would fucking... I always like to drain the juice out of that shit.
Obviously, honestly. You open it up and drink the juice first thing. That's
me. I wasn't like a fruit cup juice drinker. I would always drain that bitch out before I went to town, you know. And the tables that we had, they were in the commons at Bruner, and they had like little umbrellas because it was fucking hot shit. And I would always pour that shit down the middle of the fucking table hole where the umbrella is and shit. I remember one time, Mr. Washington.
Hey.
He fucking saw that shit, and he told us, he was like, hey, go grab a mop and mop that fucking table up right now.
Damn.
They're like, mop the fucking table?
First of all, where the fuck am I gonna get a mop from? You want me to ask the custodian real quick? Where am I gonna find the custodian at? God knows where the fuck he is.
What's going on with this shit? How am I supposed to mop this bitch up?
Is there a storage closet I can go to? Do you know where that's at? Can I follow you there?
Yeah, dude, it was just like, you want me to mop the picnic table? This shit's gonna fucking dry in fucking 20 minutes.
I was like, can I just get a wet rag, bro?
Yeah, can I just let it dry?
Same effect.
Straight up. Not gonna know the difference here in about 20 minutes, 30 minutes tops.
Man. School troubles. Well, that reminds me of like 7th grade. 7th grade year is kind of when like... Actually, no, 7th grade might have been like my worst school-wise. Because I got suspended a bunch of times 7th grade year. Like once for stealing, once for fighting, once for destruction of property. I got a detention that year. Which I never told anybody about that detention that year. But yeah, no, 7th grade year, like I was, you know, like.
You were getting it in.
I was getting it in.
Yeah.
I was a fucking menace.
So remember detention, whenever I would go to it, all it was like you would have to go at like the most inconvenient time in the afternoon, fucking go sit in the cafeteria and like read.
Well, that's actually what I ended up doing in detention. But like, it wasn't like an inconvenient. It was literally right after school. But the problem entailed, I rode the bus home from school. When you ride the bus home from school, you can't miss the bus home.
Nope.
Because you got to call somebody to come pick you up.
Yeah, you're fucked.
And like, all the cards were like in my favor this particular day, because like I had got the detention, and like so I went to it. It was from like I want to say right after school to like 3:30, and people usually didn't start showing up at the house till like 5:30. So I was like, I still got time, but I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna get home. I don't know who I can call. I'm not trying to wait at school until like 5:30. So the security guard at the school after that was like, "Yo, bro, you got a ride home?" And I was like, "No, actually, I don't. Now that you mention it." And so he was like, "Where you live at?" And I told him, and like he drove me home. And so like I got home before like my mom and my aunt and uncle did, so they didn't know I was later than usual.
Yeah.
And like the school didn't call to tell them I got a detention, so nobody really knew I got in trouble.
Clean living,
so
right
I
there.
was like, you know what? We're gonna let this one slide under the radar. Ain't nobody gotta know about this.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yep. And then I got suspended 7th grade year for destruction of property. Like me and like 6 other dudes. Cause like we had found just random cell phone laying around, and we thought it'd be a good idea to check it against the wall or on the floor as hard as we could. So we all took a shot at it, just pow, just pow, just pow. Like this shit was broken by the time I got it. I was the last one to do it. And so like I was just like, well, fuck it, spike it on the floor. Pa.
Fuck it.
And so we thought that was the end of that. Little did we know, come like 6th, 7th period, we all got called into like the guidance counselor's office. And we're all like, oh, we all did the thing today. We all know what this is about.
Oh, yeah.
So like they had each of us like write out a statement explaining what happened, you know, who was all involved, blah, 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 blah. And we all ended up getting suspended for, I want to say, 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Speaking of cell phones, like, I remember one time me and my friend, we had found a cell phone, like, just at school. Mm-hmm. We picked it up, pocket that bitch, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, at that time frame, we were into, like, prank calling people and shit. Mm-hmm. Because they always had the soundboards. You remember the soundboards?
Vaguely.
Like, you could go on whatever website and it would have, like, a Homer Simpson soundboard. It would, like, different clips of like stupid shit that he would say, or like Hannibal Lecter, like some stupid shit. And we ate his liver with fava beans. Like we just like we would call fucking just random ass people. I remember we found this phone and we fucking like called their mom. And we were just fucking clicking on. We had the speaker. We'd hold the phone up to the speaker and fucking say some dumbass shit. And like we used to do that to our fucking coach, Coach Pummer. Back in the day, we used to fucking. He was like, "Hey, who the fuck? Who the hell is this? What's going on with this?" He got so fucking pissed. But that phone that we found, we would do that shit. We would like prank call the mom, prank call sister, prank call whoever. And then I just remember we were like, "All right, we gotta get rid of this bitch." And like right around toward the end of the street in the neighborhood, there's a lake. Just fucking skip that bitch in there and just fucking call it a day. Forgot about it, dude.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, dude, mischievous shit.
Hell yeah. And then, like I said, 7th grade year, I also got suspended for stealing. Because I was still at lunch. Because they had, like, this little ice cream thing. Like, your local gas station has. Like, it'd have the strawberry shortcake popsicle.
Hell yeah.
Like, the half chocolate, half vanilla popsicle. And so, like, I got comfortable stealing, obviously. And so
you do it enough, yeah.
Yeah, like it got to the point where like I wouldn't even put the shit in my pocket anymore. I would just walk through the line with it.
Yeah.
And so like I was sitting at lunch and like the like head of like guidance counselor came up and she was like, "Come with me." And I was like,
okay,
I know what this is about.
Fuck.
Damn. And she was like, "So did you pay for that popsicle?" And I was like,
"Of course."
No. And she was like, "Why not?" And I was like, "Well, because I didn't have the money for it." And she was like, "Okay, well, we got to suspend you." And I was like, "Can you please not?" And she was like, "No."
Like, but for real though, you really have to.
Yeah. So that was another 3-day suspension I got. I got suspended for fighting that year. Yep.
You were talking about fucking like stealing some food and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I was in middle school, they used to have like pizza day, right? And like Papa John's would.
Yeah,
Papa
that
John's
was elementary school. Every Friday was pizza day. You could pay $1 more, get an extra slice.
Yep. So what we did was, we would go. We figured it out.
Mm-hmm.
And we figured that shit out. And the thing is, like, we would go through the line. because they would have pizza on both sides. We'd go through whatever side, and then they had 2 coolers with drinks in them. So like Powerade, Coke, whatever, and on the other side would be the same shit. So whatever line we waited in to get the pizza, be like, hey, can I get 4 slices, please? Because it's fucking outrageously expensive for no reason, right?
Yeah.
So we would get that shit, and then what we would do is we'd take our fucking plate full of fucking pizza, and we would walk to the other side, wait in that line, and then grab the drink. And then they'd be like, did you pay for the pizza already? Be like, yeah, they just didn't have the drink that we wanted on that side. We did that shit every fucking week, dude.
Yo,
fucking
talk about
free
finesse,
fucking
for real,
pizza,
for
dude.
real.
We finessed the shit out of those bitches, dude.
Yo, did they let the students get like the pepper that came with the pizza and like the garlic sauce?
They didn't have that shit.
Bruh, it was a fucking war zone for the garlic sauce. Because everybody fucking wanted the garlic sauce to dip their crust in or like dip their pizza into it.
You need that
and so
shit.
like you literally had to be the first person in line. Like the first 5 people to get it.
Yep.
And then like everybody else would settle for the jalapeno if they didn't have the popper. And you were a piece of shit if you had both of them. It's like,
fuck you, motherfucker.
First in line,
I hit the line, bitch.
Like it was such a race to get like first in line. Like nothing like that physical broke out, but it was like the teacher had to step in a couple times and be like, yo, fucking get in line.
People started throwing
Who was here first?
Shit.
Get it. Okay, you're in front.
It's my crushed red pepper, bitch.
Line up boy, girl, boy, girl. Which I don't know why that was always a thing. Line up boy, girl, boy, girl.
Who knows?
Because the girls always outnumber the boys.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, so boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl, and then the rest girls. Okay.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Gotcha. Yeah, dude, eventually, like, we had... I don't know if they never realized that it was us doing it, but eventually, like, they had limited it to 2 slices per person.
That's exactly
because
what
we would
our
always
school
go
did.
fucking, like, we would always get 4 fucking pieces, and then we'd fucking steal that shit, go over to the fucking other line, yeah.
Because you always had the couple kids who would just throw in $5 and was like, give me 5 slices of pizza.
Let me go ahead and get the whole fucking thing.
Bitch, that's almost the whole pizza. They only cut 8 slices out of that bitch.
I know.
I know you're not finna eat 5 pieces of pizza.
Yeah, I am, bitch.
It's like maybe not all in one sitting.
And I'm gonna get it for the price of a drink, bitch.
But I got dinner when I get home. It's like, you know what, bro? Fuck you.
You know what? At the same time, though,
I appreciate that.
All right.
I appreciate the hustle. I can't even be mad at it.
Put me on game over here.
It's like, you know, if I had 5 to just throw on, I would absolutely be getting extra pizza.
Hell yeah.
I usually always had like an extra $1 with me, so I could always get 2 pieces.
Hell yeah, that shit was delicious too. That shit always slapped super hard, dude.
Bro. And like, I remember the one Friday they didn't have pizza, and it was a fucking riot at the school. It was like, what the fuck do you mean we got to eat the regular school lunch because y'all couldn't order the pizza today?
Because motherfuckers would come there, they would be fucking waiting on that shit to be there, and then they wouldn't have anything else. It's like, okay, so basically I got to go through the line and get the fucking chicken tenders and the fucking bullshit.
Right? It's like, ain't nobody
Fuck
got time for that. And then I remember in the morning they would actually have donuts. I don't know like the brand of donuts, but they were
Krispy
like
Kreme, right?
No, it wasn't Krispy Kreme. They were like individually packaged donuts that they would throw in the microwave for like 30 seconds, and it was always perfect. And the donuts were only 50 cents.
Okay.
And so like,
hey,
it was
50-cent donut. I'll get one. You get one right now.
Like, I remember one day I went in line and I had like mostly pennies, and like the lady took my change and like she counted it all out, and like I apologized like midway through. She was like, I'm sorry. I was like, I'm sorry for paying for it in all pennies. And she was like, don't worry about it, honey. Pennies buy too. And I was like, that just made me feel so good. It's like, oh, okay.
There must be this one thing that I saw was like this lawsuit that somebody had posted against like Apple or some bullshit like that. So then they were like, okay, they lost it, and so they had to pay out like $1 billion. So what they did was they gave the motherfuckers $1 billion in all pennies.
Damn.
All fucking pennies, dude.
I feel that. It's like that dude that went to the he got a ticket and he went to the DMV and paid them in all pennies and actually ended up overpaying. It's
Should have
like,
started this bitch.
He overpaid by like I think it was like $10 or some shit like that, and he was like, I don't fucking care, bro.
You know what? Keep it.
Worth it.
Fuck you.
Make it, because his ticket was like $100 or some shit like that. And he like went with like wheelbarrows and like buckets and shit full of pennies.
Yeah.
Just dumping them on the counter, and it's like, count it.
Here you go. Take this shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Right to the bank.
Right to the bank. What is that?
I don't know. Some weird. It's a weird ass sound. Whatever it was, man.
Okay.
Maybe some fireworks or something. I don't know. But that
Maybe.
that startup sound was weird.
I guess it's just all popping off.
It's just going. It's just going.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that time.
Mm-hmm. You know, 4th of July ended it. You know, literally last month.
You got some. You know, a little bit of extra.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe you like.
You
fell
gotta have
asleep.
the residuals.
Yeah.
You save those for New Year's.
Yeah.
And then those residuals you save for the 4th of July.
Yeah.
That's just
you
always
have
how
to
it
drive
goes.
out of state though to get the good shit.
Yeah, Alabama usually.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like, I could either get fucking like those pop things, you throw them on the ground and they pop.
Yeah.
Those things are pretty fun.
Those were fun as fuck. Or like you get the sparklers.
Yep, sparklers.
Yep.
Yeah. But if you want some Roman candles or some fucking bottle rockets or
regular
something,
firecrackers.
you're fucking dipping out.
Did you ever shoot Roman candles? Like at the other person, like you put them in the bottle, excuse me, bottle rockets. Did you ever shoot bottle rockets as a kid?
No, I remember me and my friend used to have like the firecrackers you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're like little tiny, and you fucking light the end and they blow up. I remember we used to throw those bitches because the thing that was cool about them was whenever you lit them and you threw them, like, because there was a creek like in between some like houses and shit, in my old neighborhood. And they would just blow up like a couple seconds later, you know, so it'd be like pop the water up and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that shit used to be pretty fun.
Okay. Now, we never had nothing like that. Granted, because we lived in like the city. But I remember one time, my uncle, we had like, I want to say it was Roman candles. And so like he got under the street light on the street, just held it underneath it, and was just shooting the street light with Roman candles. And we were all like, why though?
Come on now.
I mean, but, you know, we also, like, kind of understood the young boys did, because it was like, yeah, no, we'd probably do that. We shoot them at each other. Who the fuck are we to talk about? What are you doing?
Trying to dodge fucking fireworks and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would
Good
do
days.
that. I would do that.
Every 4th of July was
like
lit.
fun. Yeah. It's funny. It's nice whenever you're next to somebody that really takes that shit seriously as fuck. It's like the entire shit, like they've been saving up all year with their fucking firework game, and then because the final finale or whatever, the grand finale is always the best.
Yep.
But the thing is like there was one year I was chilling and the next door neighbor final fucking finale for like 25 minutes straight.
Damn.
And I was like, yes.
They got this shit that's like
they were timing those bitches perfectly too.
Like, yeah, the pow.
All
like
of
up
that.
in the sky, bro.
All of that.
I love that.
Hell yeah.
I love that.
Shout out to whoever the hell that was. I'm looking for you.
No. My favorite thing as a kid though was always the sparklers. I don't know why. I think it was because it was just so simple. Just like, yeah, I'm just out here twirling.
if you twirl that shit and you're like looking at it, you can kind of see where it traced, like, you know what I'm saying, like that.
And that's what I would do.
Shit.
I would like follow the smoke trace, and it's like, yeah, I'm out here cursive writing my name, drawing
Hell
like smiley
yeah.
faces and shit. Or like I would light it up and just like full sprint down the street and see how long I could get the smoke trail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until it fucking went out. Yeah,
Yep.
it's like, yeah, I went 300 yards. Go ahead and see what you got.
It's like, ooh, look at that. Really out here.
You already know. Trying to 100-yard dash my ass? Hell no.
You trying to race, bro? Light up the
Come on.
sparklers.
Light it up. Light it the fuck up.
Man, fireworks were the shit as a kid.
They still are, dude. Like,
This,
dude, we gotta go to like Washington D.C. or like fucking Mount Rushmore or some shit like that on fucking 4th of July and see what's fucking popping, dude.
yo.
Or like Disney, dude.
Bro, that's the one thing I remember about Disney World. We went when I was 10. Oh, no, when I was 8. 10 was Hawaii, 8 was Disney World. I was just tall enough to ride the rides.
Hell yeah.
Like, just like 2 inches above the
Yeah, that's all it
minimum
takes.
height. Yeah. But they had fireworks every night for Christmas. And like, we would just all go to the window, just kind of pop out, just be like, oh shit, okay.
Like, hey.
It's like, it's 9:30. It's time for the fireworks.
Okay.
Yeah, that was always fun. That was always good.
You know what else is pretty cool too? Like nowadays, like maybe Japan or like some other places, maybe Australia too. They have it to where they have like 1,000 drones, and they synchronize them to all like like shape shift and like change colors at the same time. It's like it morphs from like a fucking like the earth in the sky to some other fucking bullshit, and yeah, that shit is fucking sick too, dude.
Oh, that's cool as fuck.
I think I could be wrong, but I think the record is like way too many drones, dude. Like way too many.
Way too many. How many drones is way too many?
Like 1 million.
Like 1 million? Damn. First of all, if you can get 1 million people to each pilot a drone, kudos to you.
Yeah. You just have 1 million people like just chilling in Times Square or something. They all have fucking remote controls or something.
It's like, cause you know somebody's got to be slipping in that low key.
Oh yeah, everything's changing from white to green. And you see that one that's blue.
Yep.
You're like, oh, what the fuck, man?
It's like, sorry guys, I thought I had it programmed. I did not.
Whoops.
That's on me. Well, yeah, it is the fuck on you.
Yeah, we know.
Everybody knows. You're the only fucking blue drone in the sky, bro.
We all know.
Get your shit together.
You're a bitch. Get out of here. It's like that shit with the movie. Like, they were paying you $1 billion. So you're going to take this test. You're going to learn this shit. You're going to fucking do all this other shit.
Yep.
You had to do that shit to fly that drone. You still fucked up?
This, that, and the third.
Come on, man.
I guess you were underqualified.
You owe us $1 billion now.
Excuse us for thinking you knew how this shit went.
All we did was provide you with everything you needed. So, sorry. Whoops. Goodbye.
Still fucked it up.
All you had to do was not. And you did.
It was so simple. Everybody else got it.
It's not all good.
How did you not get it?
It's not okay. So get out of here and never come back. You can never fucking come back. That reminds me of this fucking video I saw yesterday of this like pickup basketball game. There's this dude, he was fucking talking all kinds of shit. Like, he was like, because the dude's channel he had like almost 4 million fucking subscribers and shit. He's balling on motherfuckers. Like, he kicked my ass easy, you know what I'm saying, all day. And then there's this dude who's talking mad shit. And I think it was like North Chicago where they were at. And
oh, don't talk shit on the north side of Chicago, bro.
Right? And he came
anywhere in Chicago. Don't
he
be
fucking
talking
flew
shit.
over there, and he was like, you know what I'm saying, just trying to hoop. And this dude was talking all kinds of shit like, yeah, who the fuck, who is that?
Who the fuck are you, bro?
Who he is?
See me on the court,
all this
bruh.
shit, dude. And I was like, okay, well, let's see what's going on. And they were playing 1-on-1 to, I think it was 7. And this dude, he was just straight lax the whole time. Fucking dude was doing layup, fucking money, layup, boom, quick little shot, blah blah blah,
Okay.
in the key, whatever. And then he was like, you know what, fuck this shit. He went back. He was like, I got you, all right, because the dude was talking shit about how he had only been doing layups. He had only made one like actual quote unquote bucket the whole time, right? He's like, all right, I got you, bro. So he fucking backs up to half court, and then fucking.
Swish.
Perfect fucking swoosh.
Damn.
And then, dude, every all the other dudes at the park, like all the people that were watching shit, like, yo, no, we don't know him. We don't fucking know him, man. You can't come back.
Yo, he ain't with us.
Get out of here.
He ain't with us.
We don't know you. You cannot come back. He just fucking disappeared. This show was hilarious to me.
Damn.
No, we talking all kinds of shit if you ain't balling, man.
Being so good, you get banned.
No. He was fine. The dude that was talking shit, they were all like, nah.
Like,
we don't know him, man. We don't know him. Fucking just don't come back. You're not allowed to come back here. That shit was funny as hell to me, man, because he was all kinds of hype on how he was balling and the other dude sucked. Like,
you know, there's always the peacock dude at the court. It's like, all right, all you do is talk, bro.
If you need a fucking boot after you're playing some fucking basketball against somebody, don't be talking some shit, dude.
You know, there might be a reason your team never passes you the ball.
It's likely.
It's because they know.
There's likely something going on.
It's because they know.
Work on your handles.
Work on your handles. Work on your shoots.
You know,
your shoots. Work on your shots.
Yeah, all that.
All that.
Work on your shoots, your shots, your handles, all that shit. And then talk some shit.
So say, oh, I can shoot, but you only shoot from under the rim, though. Literally everybody shoots there.
Yeah, all you talk about your shots. But really, the only shots you're taking are off of rebounds. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
No one's paying attention because they figured it was already about to go out. You know,
you don't pull up full sprint, stop at the top of the key, just rain it down.
You know, you're not doing none of that.
Nah.
And we can tell. So we don't know you. In other words, don't come back.
Yeah. So
but
who are you?
Must be fucking tragic to get banned from like your neighborhood court.
Yeah, right. Especially if you were like the first one at the neighborhood court. It's like, I'm not saying I'm a founder, but like, y'all didn't start coming here, so I started coming here.
I was already here,
Yeah.
and then y'all started showing up, and that's why I was talking some shit. I'm talking way too much fucking shit though.
Y'all encroaching on my turf. I gotta defend my land.
But I can't. So in other words, I guess I'll find somewhere else to play.
Mm-hmm.
Work on my fucking animals.
You know what? I'm gonna take this to an indoor court. Matter of fact,
I
they
like
got
the-
AC.
I prefer the AC. Yeah.
Yep. AC plus the water fountain, low key.
Oh yeah, dude, that comes in clutch, dude.
Oh yeah, plus the restrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Basically, everything is fucking better about an indoor
Pretty
court.
much. Yeah.
But outdoors goes fucking hard though.
Outdoor does go hard. Like, you really got to be committed to the game you're playing. Like,
Yeah.
whether it be like 21 horse around the world, it's like, all right,
Especially if it's like 1 in the afternoon,
bruh.
dude.
Sun beating down.
Dude.
It's like, yo, I thought it was like 90 degrees today. I guess
like
it's
110.
115.
Yeah, 115.
You know?
You check the fucking weather, dude.
The humidity index
Yeah.
picks it up.
Real feel 135
Yeah,
for some
it's
fucking
like-
reason. We're out here. Hooping.
So, did you bring water? I thought you brought water.
Like, no, man, I've just been drinking my sweat.
Well, we either die of heat stroke or we'll realize when it's time to go home.
But we won't go home or die of heat stroke until we win or lose.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta hit the buckets, man.
Absolutely. Man. When's the last time you played a random pickup game of basketball?
A random pickup game. I don't know about a pickup game. Last night though, ended up fucking like, cause I like to go to the rec center after work and shit, and then I like to shoot until like it's time for the games to start.
Of
And
course,
then-
of course.
They were one man short, so like, hey man, hey yo, cause I was sitting over there, I was on my phone, you know, and they're like, hey, put on a fucking jersey. I was like, all right, I guess. Okay, you know what you're saying right now, right? Because I'm not where I need to be.
It's like,
But yeah, man.
Yeah, I just casually play this, so
I just shoot, man. So give me the ball at the top.
you
see
finna
what's
get some
going on.
casual ass plays out of this.
Yeah. How we playing D right now? Because you know I need somebody to guide this team right now. You know I don't know any of you.
I am not the point nor shooting guard, so I'm gonna need one of y'all to fucking delegate some shit.
Tell me what's going on.
Yeah. Tell me what's going on. Pass me the ball if I'm open. I got you.
Or don't. But do though. Because I got you.
Because I'm fucking raining these motherfucking threes.
Yeah, you don't even know, man. I'm about to break the net.
Break the net. That'd be some shit. So many like perfect swishes, the net just breaks
It
off.
just starts ripping, yeah.
Right? It's like, should've got a chain one.
Yep. Hey man, you fucking hit a solid swish on a chain net. Most satisfying sound, man.
That's a really satisfying sound. Also, hitting a perfect swish on like a double rim net, very satisfying.
Hell yeah.
Because you don't got to chase the ball a quarter mile down the street.
Yeah, you ain't lying, dude. If you break a double rim, I hope
Just-
you got your wind up.
Just go home.
I hope you've been doing fucking burpees.
You're
for
not
the
getting
past
that
3
ball
years
back.
straight.
It's like,
Yeah.
all right, guess I got to buy another one.
Well,
Fucking. it's
Fuck
another
that ball.
$20 out the window.
fuck. Okay. Damn.
Yo, speaking of balls and going back to getting in trouble, it wasn't like the worst trouble I got in, but like I had broke a lamp inside of the house for obviously throwing a ball inside of the house. Obviously not doing some shit you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And so like the lamp broke and I just accepted the punishment. I was like, I got like 2 hours before mom shows up. I'm gonna just sit here. When she gets in the door, I'm gonna just say what happens. So she walked in the door, saw the lamp busted. She looked at me. She was like, "What happened?" I was like, "I was playing ball inside the house.
Shit, I don't know.
Broke the lamp." And she was like, "Okay. Take a bath, eat your dinner, and go to bed." It was like 5 o'clock. My bedtime was usually like at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
And so I was like, "All right,
Well,
that's fair." I didn't get it. I didn't get my ass beat. Just got told I got to go to bed early.
not too bad.
Not too bad at all.
Not too bad.
As far as punishments go.
Me and my friend, whenever it was, I think it was 7th or 8th grade, it was at Bruner, we would fucking, for some reason, we would always punt the basketball in the gym as hard as we could. to try to fucking bust the ceiling tiles like out, like
What?
not bust them out, but like try to fucking like just punt. We would punt the fucking basketball as hard as we could into the fucking ceiling.
As you do.
It was so fucking funny for no reason.
As you do.
Yep. Eventually we got caught. I think I got detention from that shit.
Damn.
It's tragic.
We never did nothing like that. We used to try to get our pencils stuck in the ceiling tile.
Yeah.
Only one person was able actually to do it though. But then he realized that's my only pencil I got for class.
Fuck.
So I need this out of the ceiling. So I took a ruler and I shook it loose. And I was like, there you go.
Hey, you owe me.
Yep.
I remember this one time I used to fucking, you know the number 2 pencils, like just straight up regular pencils?
Yeah.
And there's like that one brand that was like, the eraser was the shit.
Uh-huh.
It had like the red stripe around like the eraser little metal thing.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the fucking brand
It was either red or green. I want to say it was like Sharp Right or some shit like that.
Some shit.
Yeah.
I remember I used to always like, you know, toss it up, catch it. You know what I'm saying? Chilling. I remember one time it was 4th grade, and I was fucking playing catch with a pencil, and it was freshly fucking sharpened. I was good. I was good with it. You know what I'm saying? I was catching that bitch every time. The one time I missed, I was like, oh shit! Like you hesitate to like catch it. My hand went straight down on the lead. Fucking stabbed my ass with that shit.
Damn.
I was like, dang.
I never did that. I never stabbed myself.
Doesn't feel good. Don't do it.
I used to eat pencil. Well, air quotes lead, but I used to eat pencil graphite.
Yeah, I remember fucking kids back in the day were like, yeah, man, eat the fucking lead, man. It's good, dude. Like, I was like,
Yeah.
nah.
It was weird. I was a weird kid. I'll admit it.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yep.
Nothing wrong with that.
And then the other thing where mechanical pencils became a thing, it would be like you pull out or push down the lead as far as you could with the eraser because it would just push the lead forward, and you would act like you were giving yourself a shot of something. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you hold the eraser down.
Yeah.
Do you remember those pencils that had like each? They had like 8 or 9 like individual things.
Yeah. Those were always shitty.
Super shitty, dude.
Always shitty, but everybody wanted to have one.
Yeah.
It's like the pen that had all the colors going around it, and like
you had like 5 fucking different things you could slide
blue,
down.
black, pink, red, green. It was like okay.
Those fucking pens were the shit back in the day. You were on one if you had one of those.
Right, you were the actual shit if you had.
Yeah.
Like that plus like a Mad Lib book. It's like you can't be stopped.
You were
bro.
that dude.
Mm-hmm.
You were that fucking dude, man. Mad Libs are funny whenever you put just stupid words in that shit.
Well, I feel like that's the whole point of Mad Libs. It's like, how ridiculous can you make whatever this story's gonna be? It's like, give us a noun. Give us an
I got
adverb.
you. I'll put you fucking noun.
I think that's why they keep it so vague.
I'll give you a fucking adverb. Don't worry about that. Read that shit so you used to be so fucking hilarious.
Man, reminiscing over all this trouble makes me realize I was really a piece of shit back then. Like, I was legit piece of shit.
Yeah?
Yeah, but you know, you learn and you grow from it.
Yeah.
Well, I say piece of shit, but I was overall a good kid. I just had, like, my legit moments of, bro, what the fuck?
Just fuckery shit,
like,
yeah.
what the actual fuck are you doing right now, son?
Like, come on, dude.
What you tripping for?
Seriously, though?
You need your ass beat. Well, I mean...
Put your hands up. Let's go.
Yep.
Come on. I'm going to fucking put this work in on you right quick, and you're going to learn. Or you'll win, and you won't learn anything.
Yeah, it's like, or
hopefully
you'll get away with it. Yeah.
Always fight to win.
If you're not fighting to win, you're not really fighting. Let's be honest.
No, man. You got to take that shit more seriously than you think you should.
Yep.
Or you're going to get your shit pushed in.
Yep. Also, pro fighting tip. Don't try to punch at something. Try to punch through it.
Yeah. Yeah, because you need that follow through.
Yeah.
If you're going to fucking knock somebody on their shit, you can't just fucking...
Yeah, no.
You
gotta
don't
fucking
pulling nothing.
Thrust from the hips. Get the shoulders into it.
You got to get that whole twist.
Yeah. Like, his shit should be rocked so bad. He hits a... Pa! He looks at you like, you did not really just hit me this hard.
Damn.
Before he goes blank.
Yeah. Like, wait, hold up, what? And then... hitting the ground. Dude, that reminds me of UFC, man. Some of those motherfuckers are savage as fuck.
Yo, for real.
It's insane whenever, like, you just knocked them clean out.
Yep.
Like they slam their fucking domes on the fucking ground and
Right.
shit,
Or
and
like,
then you go on them and you're fucking punch them in the face
ground
like
and
9 more
pounded,
times
like,
and shit.
First of all, that's not necessary. Second of all, the ref was already like, nah, bro, he good. What you need that for?
That reminds me of boxing. Like, some motherfuckers stay in the shit when they know. I mean, they ought to know they shouldn't.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They're trying to make it to that 10th round or something. I don't know.
10, 12. Or like, you ever see somebody get like knocked out standing up? So like nobody really knows they're knocked out because they're still standing. But like the person knocked out standing has gone limp. And they catch like another 2 to the jaw. And it's like, oh, fuck. That's my bad, bro.
Hey, by the way, let me jump in.
It's pa.
Let me call this shit.
Where's he? Oh,
he was standing. Oh,
well, you got that. Congratulations.
I hope he has life insurance. Mm-hmm. Because he's gonna fucking need it here shortly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude. That shit is intense.
Yep. I saw this one video on YouTube. Apparently somebody shot themselves in the UFC because they literally got the shit beat out of them.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I was like, damn.
They fucking shot themselves over that shit? It's just that heavy to you?
They shot themselves. It was female against female, but yeah.
Man, come on, man.
Hit the shat in the ring. The ref stepped in it.
They fucking shit in the ring?
Yeah.
Damn, man. They were dead.
Yep.
Straight up fucking
They had
dead,
like 30 seconds left in the fight too. I think they were trying to hold out to not like submit or get the knockout.
Yeah.
But at what point is holding out worth it?
At what point is enough? Yeah. Whenever you're shitting yourself, right? I think is usually a good threshold.
You know what? I'm a fucking tap, bro.
You know what, dude?
I'm gonna walk out of here while I still got some dignity left.
Fuck this.
Yep.
By the way, throw me a roll of toilet paper.
Yep.
I need some Charmin on deck.
Ultra strong.
Ultra fucking strong,
Ultra
please.
fucking strong.
Please, dude. Don't let me down, man. Because otherwise, we're going to need a mop.
Yep.
Need a serious mop in this bitch. Some fucking Clorox.
Bleach it up.
Please. You're going to need to.
Man. Hot damn. Episode 10.
Episode 10, man.
Episode 10.
10 weeks in the bag.
Technically 11. Because we
11 weeks in the bag.
Yeah.
11 weeks, man. You know, the crazy thing is eventually it'll turn into 12, 13, 50, 100. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
When we hit fucking episode 50, episode 100, if you're slipping, just get out of here,
just
man.
Just get out of here, bro.
Just get out, man.
You know what this is.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, it's chill, right? So, like, listen to it or don't.
Or don't.
It's up to you, right? And we understand that.
We just chilling. If you got the time to come chill with us, it's just a chill time.
That's what we're doing. And that's why Showtime Podcast.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's what it is.
Yeah.
You know?
1000%.
You know what I'm saying? All day, every day.
And while you're listening, go listen to Storybook.
Just shuffle that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Listen front to back, back to front. You might learn a little something else. There might be a little something extra to it you didn't even realize. You know what I'm saying? Just analyze it. Realize what it is. And do what it do from that point.
And tell your friends.
Yeah,
tell your friends, your family, loved ones. Tell everybody you know. Put them on game.
You're bound to like at least 8 of those motherfuckers.
But how many songs are on it? 8.
You're bound to like at least 8 of those.
Well, there's really 11 on Storybook, but you know.
There's at least 8.
Yeah.
You're gonna fuck with, man. You know what I'm saying? Shuffle that bitch.
Shuffle it. And you know, shout out the boy Adonis and Wild Charge.
All of them. You know what I'm saying? They're out here. They're doing their shit.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Good dudes. Doing what they do. You know what I'm saying? We're doing what we do. And that's just what that is.
That's just what that is.
You know? So, episode 11 in the bag.
Episode 11?
Episode 11 is in the bag in due time.
Yep.
Just a little bit of foreshadowing here.
Look, next week. You already know what it is.
Yeah. And if you don't, that's okay. You'll catch up. You'll know what it is. You'll be doing what it do. All that shit. You know what I'm saying? This is 10. 11's on the way.
11 is on the way.
I'm saying, trust that. Lookout. Trust that shit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, nonetheless.
I've been Terrell.
It's been Derek, man.
Welcome to the Chill Time Podcast. Thanks for listening.
Once again. Next time is on the way.